after Sunday's Super Bowl loss, it seems like Travis Kelce may be thinking about retirement.
The question is, we've been saying all along, at some point Mahomes is going to have to start playing games without Travis Kelce.
He also said it's been tough battling with or accepting that you're not the player you used to be.
When you can't be the type of player that you once were, it's one of those things for me. When I knew I couldn't be that, it was time for me to go.
All right, boys, listen up, because this could be the end of an era. Travis Kelce, a future Hall of Famer, 3-time Super Bowl champion, and the Chiefs' biggest superstar, not named Patrick Mahomes, has a decision to make. The Chiefs have officially given Travis Kelce a deadline to decide if he's going to run it back in 2025 or if he's going to hang him up for good. Whatever he decides, this decision is going to impact the Kansas City Chiefs' entire offseason. But is Travis Kelce really going to retire, or is this all smoke and mirrors? Let's break it down in this week's Effin' Deep Dive. So here's the deal. The Chiefs have reportedly told Travis Kelce that they need a decision by March 14th. Why that date? Well, a couple of reasons. First of all, March 12th is the start of a new NFL year. Second of all, March 15th, the day after the deadline, Travis Kelce would get an $11.5 million roster bonus. The Chiefs need to know Travis Kelce's decision ASAP so that they can adjust their offseason moves. Basically, the Chiefs don't want to be sitting around waiting while high-profile free agents get scooped up and the draft board starts taking shape. If Travis Kelce retires, the Chiefs gotta move fast. Travis Kelce's already 35 years old. Luckily, he's managed to avoid getting injured for most of his career, but how long can he really keep that up? I mean, it's just a matter of time before his age catches up to him. Secondly, there's no denying that his numbers were way down this year. 97 catches, 823 receiving yards, and just 3 receiving touchdowns. That's a huge drop from his usual performances. But he is still one of the best tight ends in the NFL. And even at 80%, Travis Kelce is better than most guys at 100%. This dude just signed a 2-year, $34 million extension that goes through the end of this upcoming season. And if he retired, he'd just be walking away from a huge chunk of it. Now, I don't think that there's any way that Travis Kelce retires this year. He's just got too much swag to go down like that. What, do you really think that he wants his last game to be a Super Bowl beatdown by the Philadelphia Eagles? Yeah, there's no way. Even if Kelce does come back, this offense is gonna be mid at best, unless they make some serious offseason moves. Last season, Patrick Mahomes had the lowest yards per attempt of his career. Wide receivers couldn't even catch a cold, much less a football. The offensive line got Patrick Mahomes killed in the Super Bowl. The guy was sacked literally 6 times in that game. And Travis Kelce, all season long during the regular season, barely scored 3 touchdowns last year. Even if he does come back, the Chiefs have to get Patrick Mahomes more help. There's also no guarantee that Travis Kelce will be back to his old self next year. And the irony of all of that is that out of all the pass catchers in Kansas City, Travis Kelce is the best. So what happens if he walks? What does this mean for the Kansas City Chiefs? If Travis Kelce walks, the Chiefs suddenly have a lot of money to spend. What could they do with that money? Well, they could look to Noah Gray. Last year, he had 40 catches, 437 receiving yards, and 5 receiving touchdowns. No, he's not a superstar, but he definitely does know the Kansas City system. Alternatively, they could go big in free agency. T. Higgins, Chris Godwin, Stephon Diggs, who knows? There's a lot of players who are up in free agency that the Chiefs could go after if Travis Kelce decides to retire. They could also consider trading up in this year's NFL draft. With a 3rd rounder still available to them from the L'Jarius Sneed trade, they could move up for a top pass catcher. Yeah, losing Travis Kelce would suck, but it wouldn't be the end of the world. The Chiefs could retool and maybe even get better pieces along the way. Okay, now let's actually talk about the odds of this really happening. FanDuel has Travis Kelce's retirement odds at plus 150 to retire and minus 196 to stay. Translation, even the sports books think that he's sticking around. And honestly, I agree with this. The dude is dating Taylor freaking Swift, and he just spent a whole season in the headlines. Do you really think that he's going to be giving up those primetime games and the Travis/Taylor show, the podcast money, and another shot at another ring? Yeah, I'm not buying it, guys. He's definitely sticking around. So here's my final take on all of this. Does Travis Kelce retire? No way. At least not this year. The dude still loves the game, the Chiefs still need him, and he's not leaving on a Super Bowl loss. Will this be his last year? Maybe. But I think he's back in 2025 for one last ride with Patrick Mahomes. The Chiefs will make some moves to fix that wide receiver room, and they're going to go all in for another ring next season. But now I want to hear from you guys. What do y'all think? Should Travis Kelce retire? And if he does, who should the Chiefs get to replace him? Drop your takes in the comments section, guys. My name is Mario Manuel. You've been watching Football Nation. Let's effing go.